we are? Okay. What's going on, everybody? My name is Della.
I'm Mad Curious.
And we're back after a small little break for more unfiltered gamers. We had to take a small break. We had to recollect ourselves, touch grass, find nature.
We'll call it a season
do fun
end
things.
Or something.
Yeah, that was our season break.
Yeah.
We went on vacation and
like
stuff.
Season 2.
No. Yeah, not like me and Matt didn't go on vacation together. No. Yeah, gross. Yeah, ew. But we took some time apart and we had to do some stuff.
Yeah,
she had to take care of some life.
We took vacation away from each other.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Mad took such a good vacation. She got summoned to jury duty.
Yeah.
Which she got out of by
staying up.
Why don't you explain to people how you got out of jury duty? Explain to them what you told me before.
Well, I
we went
stayed up
live.
all night to look crazy, and then I picked a very specific outfit. I was gonna maybe wear these pants, and I was like, I don't want to get what's it called, contempt. Like, I don't need to look that crazy. So I put on like athletic pants that look like I sort of tried, and then like a button up that was really wrinkly and a little discolored, and then like a zip up jacket on top of that. So I looked like just crazy enough, right?
In Florida, you had a jacket on? In
the court, it was cold. It was cold, and I knew it would. Like, any buildings in Florida are freezing to make up for the fact that it's hot. So
okay.
Yeah, so I brought a jacket. I walked, and I was not wearing it while I was walking. So,
and mentioned you did go drinking that night too. So she was smelling like
I'm sure I smelled like a bar, and I stayed up all night, and I wanted to look a little bit crazy. And then I got in there, and I was the first one to raise my hand. I actually did have a situation that was kind of similar to the thing. Like, somebody was pressing charges against like a company, basically. And I was like, well, it was like insurance, that kind of thing. So I was like, yeah, I've had that situation. Like, we've all had situations like that pretty much, where we've had to deal with some sort of insurance. And I was like, yeah, I had that happen last year. I'm gonna be on the side of this one. I'm gonna be biased. There's nothing. And they're like, well, would you be able to like take the evidence into account? And I'm like, I would certainly try, but I do have a bias. I'm gonna be very honest about that. And I was looking like
a crazy bag lady.
Yeah,
smelling like a bar.
Exactly. And I raise my hand and I say that, and like, no one else does that. Like, other people were like, yeah, I kind of had this similar situation, blah, blah, blah. There was even somebody that worked in that industry that was like, I've worked on both sides. Like, yeah, I'm going to be kind of biased towards one, but I can certainly take away my bias. But I'm like, do you guys want to be here? But then like everybody, they went down the line. They were like, do you want to be a juror? And they were like, no. I'm like, if you don't want to be a juror, then tell them you're biased. Like, because I am biased. We're all biased, you know? Like,
yeah.
So, and I was very biased, and I was like, no, I'm going to be on the side of the homeowner. Like, I'm not going to be, you know?
Whenever I did jury duty, so the first time I got called for jury duty when I was living in New York, I was in the military, and they were like, why can't you do jury duty? I'm in the military. I'm going to get called for service.
Oh, I've been called like 8 times, dude. That's an exaggeration, but like 6. And I got out of every single time until this one because of school. Very much similar.
So I got out that thing, and they like let you go for like 6 years or whatever. When I moved to Jersey, I was like, they can't catch me. They're not gonna get me.
Yeah.
They got me. So I was like, shit. But so in Jersey, you have to make sure you register online, right? I didn't know how to do the online portal, so I went there and I was like, oh, I thought I registered. The lady was like, no, we'll send you another notice. So I got the notice. I did it online, and I was like, if we don't call you, we don't want you. I was like, okay. So they called me.
Dang, your state sounds way better.
Yeah, for jury, they was like, we don't want you for jury duty. I was like, perfect. They're like, okay, see you in 6 years. I was like, 6 years?
It's only 1 year here. Like, I've been summoned so many times. I got summoned a few years back, and it would have been perfect because I actually was like in finance then. I would imagine if they summoned me during month-end close. Yeah, that'd be beautiful. Make somebody else do my work, and I'll get paid to sit here. Sure, then I'll love it. I'll be on every jury then. But they want to do it when it's not a good time, and I was like, listen, hardship. No, this is not the time. I can't be here. So anyway, it was, I'd been stressing about it all year. I'd had panic attacks. I was crying. I was not okay because I was like, what? I just knew, like, it was so, once you get in there, the judge can do whatever he wants. You know what I mean? Like, he has the power. He can literally get you arrested if you don't do everything they want you to do. So it like scares me. Like, it's more, to me, that's scarier than like the police. Like, we're talking about the judge. Like, he makes the decisions. You know what I mean? So I'm like, once they get you in there, they could like bring you in for like months long case and like sequester you, and then like, how do you take care of your pets? Like, what? Like, my brain just goes full like what if mode on it because I'm like,
Yeah.
the judge can do whatever he wants. I don't have any power once they bring me in there. So I fought it every step of the way. But I'm like, I was just excused the last time before even bringing me in. I don't know why they wouldn't do it this time. They had like 300 people in there. There's just no
That's
reason.
a fucking.
It was crazy.
It's so funny when you go to like these depositions and stuff, like, and you all pick for the jury. You can tell when they change the selection because I was part of the deposition before, and I was sitting in representing, doing like a represent. I was like in the back while our lawyers spoke, and it was very funny because when you looked at the jury, it was a lot of women, and it had like one white guy, and then it had minority women, white women with like bluish hair and stuff, whatever. And then when I went back to the next day, the white guy was gone, and it was nothing but women. So the lawyer was trying to play on the hearts and minds things, because they're very selective who they pick for juries, because it's like, oh, if we get a lot of minority women, we can win this case because, you know, women are more sentimental and everything and stuff. Mm-hmm. And if they're minorities, they could kind of like relate to what's happening and stuff. And they'll say it's a jury of your peers. You don't know these fucking people.
Yeah.
And
they did pick a pretty good mix, it seemed like, but you could tell who picked who. Because the lady who was going against the, you know, company, she was a minority. So they picked a few minorities, and then they picked, it was like a pretty good mix of men and women. And then you could pretty much tell. And I definitely knew, obviously, because I knew all of the answers they'd given. But there were a few that I knew. I don't think she is going to win. I have no idea. But, like, I definitely hope she does. I hope she takes them for all their money. But
well, they probably settle.
I don't know. I feel like the guy that, of course, the company hired he was a shark, but not like a shark you see on TV, not like where they're just intense. He was charismatic. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, he had control of that room. He was trying to win over jurors before you were ever picked. He was trying to be your best friend. Like, you could tell the way he was. You thought he seemed like he was trying to get a girl. You know what I mean? Like, he had that charisma.
Yeah, so he kind of played up in that, and that's what like a lot of lawyers do.
Yeah, well, the other one didn't. I don't think he had the.
He's probably old and tired. He's like, I don't do this shit.
No, he was kind of young, but he just didn't have the, you know, he wasn't hired by the rich corporation, so.
I guess. Well, speaking of people who should be suing, a woman on TikTok, she was attempting this new like TikTok challenge. You know, when there's a TikTok challenge, somebody always gets hurt. It's called the Nicki Minaj Stiletto Challenge. And what it is really is like women on stiletto heels.
Whatever. Like, she's still.
Who, Nicki Minaj?
Yeah,
what is Nicki Minaj?
Is she making music? Like, is she still doing things?
I don't know. Nicki Minaj doing something.
Like, is she still doing anything to remain relevant?
Yeah.
I haven't heard it.
She's doing
like a new one. Not that I listen to pop music, but you'd think I'd hear it out and about somewhere.
Well, she started the stiletto challenge, and what the stiletto challenge is like, women wear stiletto heels, right? And what they would do is like, they would balance themselves with one leg crouched down and the other leg is crossed over on items. So like,
that's the
you see them doing like rocks, tables, but they're on like one leg. They're like crunched down, leg crossed, one leg.
This is why I hate social media, dude. Right here, this shit.
This one influencer in Russia has fractured her spine attempting that challenge.
Well,
so she I
bet she did. That doesn't sound safe. It sounds stupid.
So here's the thing. She wasn't doing it like solid ground. She wasn't doing like, I was like, she's on the ground doing it. She was on a kitchen counter, standing on top of another you know the Clorox wipes bottles.
Oh my God.
It looks like something like that. So she was standing on top of that, yes,
those are
on a
heavy.
kitchen granite counter.
You're not going to be able to balance on that. It's so
I don't know, bro. But this woman, she fell and fractured her spine.
I bet she did.
Okay. So she was standing on a canister of baby formula stacked on top of a kitchen counter before losing balance and tumbling backwards onto the floor. She according to the Sun, the fall resulted in a compression flexation fracture in her spine.
I bet that was like a plastic container too, and probably pretty lightweight. So, you know.
No, I think it's like a tin. It's a tin.
Tin?
It was a canister. It's saying a canister, baby formula canister. So it looks pretty solid, but like, listen, if she looks like an older woman too, she don't look too young. She looks like
It doesn't matter
not
how
saying
young
the
you are,
age
you're not gonna
ma-
be able to. It's that's not even you balancing. The problem is she was on something that doesn't sound like it's very great for, and like that's just not. It's just not safe. It like there's a safe way
Yeah.
to do these things. It's just oh,
Also, there's sometimes you gotta know when you're done. Like
no,
there's
just
certain
don't
things
do
I
TikTok
won't do.
challenges. It's so easy
No, no,
to live
no.
your life and not do a TikTok challenge.
That
I've
is
never
true.
done a TikTok challenge, and I am still alive. The sun comes up every day. You know what I mean? Like.
It doesn't
My
look like the
spine
sun is
isn't
up.
broken. You know what I mean? Like it just don't do TikTok challenges.
It doesn't look like the sun is up because you're sitting in the dark, like brooding and everything. It's like I've never seen your room that dark. Like I feel like somebody's
I'm Batman.
gonna come from the shadow.
Batman.
Yeah, you're Batmag.
I live in the shadows.
Batman.
You live in the shadows to serve the light.
Christ, please stop. You're the worst. But yeah, I think after a certain age, you shouldn't be trying TikTok challenges. That's just my opinion. I think we all hit an age where we're like, we're too old for this shit. So we don't do it. I'm at the age where I'm like, I'm too old for this. So you don't see my ass doing stupid TikTok challenges. Especially when I'm balancing on
I don't think there's ever a
things.
time to be young enough for that though. That's my opinion. Like I just think that's where I hate social media culture. Like really hate it is those stupid like challenges and stuff. All of them. I think it's so stupid. It's one of the worst things about our culture. Personally. That's my
I
take.
mean, everybody's doing something for clicks, but she went viral,
That's
so she
why.
got the
It's just
clicks.
so
But
stupid, you know, it's like you're not even doing anything that's like worth the clicks. You're just part of a trend. Like, nah. Think for yourself, man.
yeah, I mean,
Like how
don't know.
truly sucked up by society do you have to be to do like a TikTok trend?
everybody wants to be internet famous nowadays, and it's annoying because growing up you're like, oh, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be like I want to be a movie star, I want to be an astronaut, doctor. It's like kids just like, I want to be internet famous
Well, call me
because it's like so easy. This seems to them, but it's not.
It's not even about that. Like, call me pretentious, right? But like, the thing about internet fame is the people who are making the content that I find worthwhile are the ones who don't care about that. Like they're doing it for the love of the game. That's how I do it. And so like people can judge me for judging people for that. But I think if you are seeking fame rather than just loving creating, that's the stuff that I hate about social media, like loathe about social media, you know?
Yeah.
It's probably like actors who are like, what, like, they do it for the love of it, that kind of thing. Like it's artists, like true artists do it for the love of the art. They don't do it because they like, that's why I hate social media. Even I'm probably the only content creator on earth who hates social media. I just love creating. And this is the vessel that we do it in now,
It's just that it's so weird that everybody thinks they could just turn on the camera and like, I could be an influencer, I could make all this money. It's work. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of like blood, sweat, tears, and then like just maybe you go viral once. But at the same time, you have to sometimes make sure you don't have like skeletons in your closet, because the minute you go viral and you start blowing up, what happens? People start bringing up your past. People from your past come out and go, oh, they're actually a huge racist. They're actually homophobic. They're actually all these terrible things.
Yeah, but
And
that's also
now you gotta deal
people-
with that.
That's the people we're having to like compete against too. Are people who aren't doing anything because they enjoy it. They're doing it because they want the fame and the fortune. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It pisses me off so much as somebody who just like cannot do anything but create and build. Anything else is just like a temporary solution to the problem of me wanting to build and create. Like I have to. It is like my soul. Even when I was in finance, I was writing novels. Like I just cannot stop creating. I crave it. I have to do it. It's like people who get into writing for the same reason. Like I saw that all over writing Twitter back in the day. And they do it because they want like to have a book instead of like they have to write and they can't not do it. And it just pisses me off that like there's a whole giant, probably more so than the people who love the art, there's a giant group of people who are ruining it for everyone and ruining the reputation of it. Like you said, with people who have skeletons in their closet or people who are just doing stupid stuff to get famous. Then we have the like reputation all throughout every other industry of like this soulless content or this like very reckless content rather than really being able to brag about it and show like, hey, I created this cool thing. I'm really proud of it. Like I do this, or like being able to say, yeah, I do live streaming. Like I'm embarrassed to say that most of the time because they might think I'm like an OF model or like a, I have to be very specific about how I say it because I don't want people to think something of me. And listen, it's not against you if you do that stuff. It's just not what I want to represent. And so I get very like, whether it's that or it's like, all the reckless dudes that are just doing stuff, the top just chatting streamers, all that stuff. Like, I wouldn't ever want to be associated with that. And it just pisses me off.
It comes down to, like you said, like being an OF model and stuff. If you were like OF model, and let's say you did it, you made some money, then you fell off. And it's like, now what do you do? Do you continue kind of in the stream space? Or you're like, okay, I'm going to try to go work in the real world and stuff. And I was like, that content is out there. It's the same thing with like, live streaming. If you're live streaming doing like heinous things and being just a jerk to people, and then you're like, okay, my 15 minutes of fame is gone, or I got canceled. You try to go in the real world. It's like that stuff follows you now. Like, and a lot of companies look into your social media too.
I mean, a lot of the people who do that stuff are the ones who get famous though. Like, if you don't have a line and you'll do it to get fame and money no matter what, like you don't have a line for it, you're probably gonna make it. To be honest, to some extent.
Yeah, but sometimes you can cross over the line way too much, which is like it's like
people love that though. They stay famous. And name one person who's actually been canceled and like can't make a living in the industry anymore. In some way.
Streamers?
Yeah, somebody who's made it and then like made it so that they can have a full-time income.
The Pog face guy
they fell off because they got canceled.
The guy who was the Poggers face guy was canceled because he voted for Trump. So they removed his emote completely, and they banned his channel from Twitch.
Because he voted for Trump?
Yes, because he was a Trump supporter.
They literally banned him for like. Did he say something specific?
No, he didn't say anything hateful or nothing. He was like he's voting for Trump, and he was banned. You didn't remember that? You know that they changed it to a snake head now. But it was this guy's face going. It was like making like a shocked face.
Oh, I remember that.
They removed his emote and banned him from Twitch. He got banned from Twitch too.
Dang.
Because he was a Trump supporter.
All right, proven wrong.
So like, it was stupid. As a lot of people got in trouble. Like a lot of people on Twitch who was like, said like, oh, I support Trump, and like if they were, it depends on the level of like fame they were.
But like
especially
now
like
he
YouTube
would be
and stuff.
fine, I think, if he were on any social media.
No, he can't come.
Think about like Twitter. He'd be fine on Twitter.
But I think he's fine on Twitter. But like
most of the places I go are more circled with like Trump supporters. I see more Trump supporters than I do anything else these days. So
well,
you know what I mean?
Right. It's still like that. It's still like
full of right wingers, like all over the place.
No.
Oh
what?
my gosh, yes. Most of the people that I see on a regular basis in gaming are Trump supporters.
I see a lot of
100%.
Well, I hang out with the people the group of people I hang out with
I
on
hang out with
both
them. It's
sides.
just most of what I see. Like I know it's there.
I see both.
Because like every time, like let's say I post about Star Wars Outlaws, like I was posting about that when it first came out because I love it. It's just a game I enjoy, and all of those people came at me because it's like, oh, it's woke, and I'm like, I don't care. I like the game. This isn't like a political spot for me. I'm not trying to say something about anything. I just like the game. There's not even gay in it. I love gay, but gay is not in the game. So I don't know what it is that they were like upset about. Like there's nothing woke about Star Wars Outlaws except maybe that the girl doesn't look like her model, and like you could, do that whole argument. Like we've been there. But like other than that, like that's so small. That's out of all the things, So that the girl just isn't pretty enough for them. Okay, that's fine. Like whatever. You can play it or not for that reason, but like just the fact that I'm like being attacked for playing it every time I mentioned it, same with like Shadows. I'm just an AC fan. Nobody's going to stop me from liking Assassin's Creed, but every time I talk about it, yeah.
Well, I don't think that has to.
It's right wingers.
I don't think they're right wingers. I just think there's people who are angry for everything.
I don't care about like talking badly or well about either side. Like I'm just not a political streamer, but I'm just saying like that's what I see is like people coming at me for liking a game, and it's almost always that side. For that
I don't
portion.
think
I've told you
I don't
both
think they
come
have
at
a
me for
political
different
side.
reasons,
Those
but
people, I really don't think those people are on the political spectrum of like Republican right wingers.
yes, they are.
It's just
Every
people
time.
who are just probably angry for no reason
They're always right
and
wingers.
just want to be upset.
And I'm not saying that the
No,
left
I would
wingers don't come for me.
disagree.
They do on different things, right? I have both sides coming at me. But when it comes to a lot of these games I like and being yelled at for liking them, it is almost always right wingers.
I would disagree.
And I'm not
I would have
saying
to
that
disagree
I don't
with you on
also
that.
associate with some that are awesome and where we can differ in opinions and have very respectful conversations. I have that as well with many right wingers. It's not that.
Yeah.
It's just that the people who do come after me for that specifically, it's always that. So I'm just saying they exist. Like there's plenty of right wingers in gaming. Plenty.
Well, staying on the topic of like Twitch and everything. Most recently, Twitch updated their TOS with some. There have been multiple updates to Twitch's TOS. One of them being, you can multi-stream on my platform, but you can't talk about the other platforms you're multi-streaming on my platform. So if you're on Twitch,
just losing
you're
their mind.
streaming
But
on
they never
Twitch.
enforce this stuff anyway, so.
They enforce it when you're small. When you're large, they don't give two craps about it.
I
Right?
mean, they did it
When
to
you're
that
small
one
stream-
guy. They did it to that one guy who's like
Oh, one guy.
the one guy who's like the streaming tech, like makes stream stuff on stream.
Make stream stuff on streams.
Yeah, that one guy.
That tells me a lot.
He does the stream, like not advice, but like tech stuff.
Linus?
No, that's a YouTuber.
Who then?
That's a YouTuber.
Okay, so who?
Plus, didn't he get canceled? I don't know. Listen,
So who you talking about? That one Twitch streamer who does
guy,
tech
no,
things?
he's the one guy who does he builds stuff for stream on stream. That's like his whole brand. And he
Sushi Dragon?
And he complains on Twitter all day. And that guy, he got like in trouble for it, and then he was complaining about it, even though like he did it. So, and he kept saying like, oh, they don't enforce stuff, and then they enforce stuff on him, and he was like, well, I guess they do. But like, how unfair. Like, well, you're big enough. Of course, they're gonna see you. I think they enforce more on the big streamers most of the time. Now, if you do get enforced as a small streamer, you're screwed and you're never coming back. But they enforce more stuff on the big streamers sometimes.
No, they don't. They let some of these bigger streamers get away with murder.
They use them as like a thing, and then they.
The slap on the wrist.
Yeah,
you get 24 hours off.
Yeah, you see that much more, but you don't see like. I haven't seen anyone like small complaining about that. Like
the small because the thing is this: a lot of small streamers are brainlets. And I'm sorry, because I'm a small streamer too, and I used to drink the Kool-Aid for Twitch. I used to drink the Kool-Aid, but at this point, I'm like over it because you say we can multi-stream on your platform, right? But we can't talk about those other platforms you're streaming on because you don't want to take away views from your platform.
I mean, the only way a small streamer is going to get caught is if someone reports them, though. Like, no one's going to know because they're small. Now, to be fair, people do report
you can't have the links in the chat either. You can't have links.
Did I tell you what I got in trouble for recently? I got a warning.
What'd you do?
I was playing The Last of Us 2, as you can imagine.
You were showing boobies on stream?
Well, there's a scene. There's a like scene.
Last of Us Part 2?
Yeah, there's a.
Yeah, when Muscle Abby gets back shots.
Correct.
It's like 2 seconds of boom.
Correct. Well, guess who in the middle of the night, because it was like a long stream, right? Like, so I check my email before I go to bed, and I'm like, does that say what I think it says? I got a warning on my channel for sexual content. And then they like added a label manually on my channel. And I'm like, there's no way that they know. I have 20 or 30 people here at any given time, 40 at like most. Like there's no way, unless I get a big raid, there's not usually more than that.
Twitch?
So I'm like, Twitch didn't know. Twitch didn't see me. Twitch doesn't care. I'm like, somebody doesn't like me and reported me. That's it. Period.
No, I'm telling you, the algorithm.
And because I played it 9 million times and haven't gotten in trouble.
The bot caught you.
So many times.
The enforcement team got you, bro. They got you.
I play that game every month.
I know you do.
I play it every month, bro.
Matt, I know you play that game like crazy.
Every month, bro.
They got you, bro. They got
So now
your
I'm
ass.
having to be anal about it, and my chat's like, "What the hell?" Because they wanted to look at the cyberpunk titties, and I was like, "You can't. You're not allowed to see them." And I turned her around, and I was like, "Nobody be excited. You can't have excitement on the channel." And even the thing is, I sometimes will go like this when there's content. I'm like, "Don't look at the screen," you know. Like I actively say, "Don't look at it." Like I'm half joking, but you know, I'm not trying to be like, "Look at the screen. Look at the titties." Now I have to be like, literally, you can't see titties. I turned the character around.
Don't show them titties, please.
No titties.
Please don't
And
show
then they
them
were all upset
titties.
because they're like, "We want titties," and I'm like, "Well, Twitch trying
You
to
gotta go
ban
to a
me.
different
Do
streamer.
you want stream? I mean, we can go over to Kick together. They'll probably allow
But
it.
no, but no. There's titties on Twitch still because again, they still got the VTubers with big old boobies
That's what I'm saying.
that flop around.
How dare they put sexual content on my stream? All right, unless it's the streamer doing something, like if it's the game, you shouldn't be allowed to do that. All right, I'm not out here bouncing my titties around. All right, I'm not out here trying to make sexual content. You actually have people on the platform making sexual content, and you're gonna come at me and put me in the same label classification as them? Absolutely not. That's inappropriate. That's like one of the things I've gotten the mass about. It's the same with the mature content. Like, I don't want to be there with the titty streamers, all right? It's okay if you want to do that, but I'm not that. I do not want to be put in that classification. I'm just playing a freaking game.
That has mature content though.
It's just not 18 plus, or it's not 18 under, whatever. It's for adults, all right?
It's 18 plus.
It's 18, what I'm trying to say is it's 18 plus, but it's not mature content. There's a difference.
You cuss.
There's a difference.
No,
I shouldn't be
dude.
put in the same classification as somebody who's trying to show off for sex.
Okay, I
all right?
understand what you're saying.
Put me in a content category that's not for kids. That's fine. But they could, you know, instead of making me feel like a villain, they could just give them a kids platform. They don't need to be out here making me feel like a sex streamer. That's stupid. I'm not out here bouncing my titties. I'm not an OF model. Don't put me in their category.
I don't know what you were bouncing on stream. I don't know what you be bouncing.
You know I'm not bouncing my titties on stream. I'm so mad. I'm livid about it. Like, if I wanted to be a sex streamer, I would probably right now be rolling in the money, and I wouldn't have to be going back into the workforce. All right, but I'm not. So don't put me in that classification. I don't want that to be like a reputation, like, oh yeah, Matt's a sex streamer now. I'm just playing Cyberpunk and Last of Us 2. I'm so mad, bro.
I don't know. You might be a sex streamer. I don't know, man. I don't know. Did you drop in OF links? OF links soon come. Matt, the day you drop an OF link, I'm gonna have to fly on the floor and I'm like, stop it, please.
It will never happen.
Let's not do this.
It will never happen. I would rather go back into finance like I'm trying to do. So
you'd rather sell yourself in a different way.
I'm gonna sell my soul to the finance devil and just call it a day.
Listen, Twitch is just very like picky and has so much picky. They're so picky and have so much favoritism when it comes to things. Like, also with the news updates, they put out the and then view botting, right? They're done with view botting, right? They said no more view bots. We're cracking down. We could separate people. Sometimes not with the algorithm now. I think it's starting to see it as lurkers, as view bots now, because if you're just sitting there and not saying anything, the algorithm may think is like, oh, this must be a bot, because this person is sitting here for X amount of minutes and hours, not saying a single damn word, must be a bot, right? When there are view bot programs that you can get where the bots will type. So, what are we really doing here? Staying on that topic, it's like there was found that a lot of the top streamers now, the big guys, were view botting. But Clancy got on a podcast and was like, "Oh no, we found that a lot of smaller streamers are doing view bots too." Yeah,
wait,
you know why smaller streamers are doing view bots? Because
so if smaller streamers were view botting, they wouldn't be small.
But you know why some small streamers do view bots? Because you guys, Twitch, makes this discoverability of your platform all about numbers. Even when getting front page, as a partner, you got to have a certain amount of numbers. Because I know partners that numbers teeter in the 40s and 70s. Sometimes they get like 100, but they usually teeter in the 30s and 40s. Guess what? When they apply for front page, nope, can't get it. Oh, you wanna be in a Twitch panel? You wanna make your own Twitch panel or TwitchCon? Nope, you're not popular enough. But if you got 100 and something viewers, and you pop in subs like crazy, guess what? You'll be on front page anytime. We'll approve whatever you want.
Yeah, but
The system is based off of numbers.
But small streamers, if they're view botting, why aren't they famous? Because if I were to view bot, I would do it right. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be famous. Like, what are they doing? They're just out here buying a couple bots? Bruh.
They must be.
That's just
because
sad. Like, just get those viewers. Like, you know what I mean?
I've looked at that bot thing.
Anybody can get like 10 viewers. You know what I mean? Like, what are you botting?
Not everybody can get 10. Some people are lucky if they can get 10. Some people are lucky.
Some people get 10. I'm very fully confident anybody can get 10. That's just getting some friends. That's just making some friends.
Listen, you may be making some friends.
No, just play a multiplayer game that people want people to play with. I mean, that's how I first built my community. I played Phasmophobia. A couple people wanted to play with me. Automatically I have 5 viewers. All right. Then you have might bring in a friend or two and we swap out. Then a couple people, it's high enough up. A couple people might throw in, and you have like 10 viewers. That's it. Just play a multiplayer game that people want to play. You can get that.
But sometimes you get the people that join you in a multiplayer game and then leave after. Or maybe you'll be lucky if they stay. But it doesn't work for everybody. Some people, I even know girls who stream, very attractive, play multiplayer games, and guess what? 1 viewer. Well,
you can't play
2
the
viewers.
most popular one and think that that's going to happen. Like, you've got to play something where people are looking for people to play with. Like, you've got to be a little strategic with it.
Marvel Rivals?
That's too
Call
popular.
of Duty?
That's way too popular. You can't do that.
Dude, those are the main ones you can find people playing.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you play those games, you're competing against like millions of people, dude. That's not going to happen. You got to play, like I said, like Phasmophobia, right? When it was like starting to go up in popularity, right? Find something like that is low key enough that not everybody's playing it. That's the strategy. Like, if you really want viewers. Personally, I'm not about trying to get viewers anymore. I have like a little family in my chat and I focus on that and we have a good time. If people come in and they're cool, join us. If you're not cool, we ban you. I'm not trying to grow anything based on strategy anymore at this point. I'm very much like, I know what I want. Because I know what I want. I want a family in my chat. I don't want the bad vibes. And I want to be able to play whatever I want. And so I'll make an event that allows like where we do whatever it is that I feel like doing, more or less. And I'll make like a whole event around that. So we have like something to really like kind of cheer for and be excited about, but like that's for us. And if other people want to join us and they like that, cool. And the people that like I raid out to and that I spend a little bit of time in occasionally, the people that like I've known for a long time on the platform, like I have a few people I raid a lot and then they'll raid me, and it's just like people that I actually like. I'm not out here trying to network. So I'm just tired, I played that game too long. I keep it small. I'm not trying to, I didn't want to sell my soul for it. I got to that point and I was like, you know what? Now I'm good. I want to do what I want to do. And if people like the content, cool, but I'm not selling out for stuff I don't like. I'm just not going to do it.
Sometimes you gotta sell out a little bit. You gotta sell out and just get the money, get the bag.
Something that I make that's beautiful is eventually gonna hit. I'm not gonna like, if I'm gonna sell out, I'm gonna make a lot more money doing something else worse, like finance. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna sell out in the things that are the mission for me, that are the legacy for me. You know what I mean? Like, I want to create beautiful things, and the people that resonates with, cool, but I'm not willing to play. And that's the problem, right? More of the good content, the really solid content that is like lovingly curated, that's the stuff that would rise to the top if we didn't have all of the crap that people are spewing that is just like mind-numbing nonsense, like where people are breaking their backs literally over a TikTok trend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes you gotta be you gotta sacrifice some stuff. Maybe your back. You gotta sacrifice your back. Just listen. She broke her back to get famous.
That is not
literally
worth it. That is not worth it.
Literally, she broke her back to be famous.
No, I'm good. I'll stay small.
Stay small. But moving on with our topics and just being upset at everything. Everybody, you heard the game Peak, right?
Yeah.
It's like a mountain climbing game, and it's cool to play with your friends. You get together, you're trying to get to like the peak of the mountain. There's different there's like different areas you go to. It's like the first area is like a little like beach sand area. That's the easy one. Then you get to a jungle.
Wait, so this is different than that other one?
Snow area.
That everybody's playing, where they were having to move together.
Chain together?
Yeah. It's not the same thing.
No, chain
It
together
sounds
is
like the same thing.
different. But it's different.
They're
Completely
climbing as a team.
Yeah, but if you fall back, you die. In the other one, if you fall, you can survive. You still live.
Ah, okay.
Okay. And there's other obstacles. You don't have to worry about hunger and stuff.
Okay.
So it's not the same.
No, that's different.
Jeez.
That's different. I needed to know
Anyway.
the differentiator.
Anyway, listen. Anyway, there's been a copycat of the game called Cliffs. And
So
it's
an
on
actual
Roblox.
copycat, not a Peak versus Chain Together copycat. So like a third climbing game is what I'm a climbing together game. Should we make a climbing together game? Do you want to make one? It sounds like they're.
I'm strangle you. It's not the same.
Let's make it.
Jesus.
Let's make one together. Our differentiator can be something equally as stupid.
Like what? What's going to be a differentiator?
Maybe every time you climb, they spin.
What?
Every time they climb, you spin around in a circle. Or you have to wear funny outfits. Maybe we get licensed outfits like Fortnite. It could be fashion, since we love fashion here.
Anyway, Roblox made a game inside their game called
Dinosaurs.
Cliffs.
They're dinosaurs climbing.
Shut up about this, stupid. Shut up. Tired of this. Go back on vacation. Anyway.
I've killed Dayla.
See, now I lost my fucking thought. The game Cliffs is in the inside Roblox, and the makers of Peak are just like, what the hell? Like, you're copying them. My whole like, it's literally like, if you look at it side by side comparison, it looks like the same game, same characters. But when you look at Cliffs, it looks like one of those crappy like mobile games where you got all the buttons on the side and stuff.
Then they didn't copy them.
They did copy them.
If it's like so much worse, that's hardly a copy.
Dude, the characters look the same.
But
they just
like
changed the color of the
worse.
Dude, they just changed the color of the environments. If Peak was, let's say Peak is like a environment is like warm and like blue. It's like my room. The wall is like a bluish wall, right? Now somebody copies my room and puts a freaking black wall and change this color like different. It's like, oh,
it's cute that
it's
you
a
think
whole
you're
different
the very
game.
first streamer to ever have like a poster on your wall and some controllers.
Oh my god! I'm not saying that, but I'll be copying them, right? Oh my god, I can't. Ah! Why are you like this?
So is Chain Together coming for Cliff too, or?
Oh my god.
How about Cliff Bars? Are they coming for them?
I'm not gonna stop with the Cliff
What about
Bars.
the actual like mountain people? Are they coming for them?
Why would the
Like people that live on cliffs.
Oh, shut up! Are you done? Are you done?
Yeah, maybe. Probably not.
You sure? You sure? Just get it all out.
No, I think I'm good.
You sure? 'Cause Jesus Christ. God damn it. Like I was saying, the game Cliffs inside of Roblox, the makers of the game Peak are just like, what the hell? They put up a poster like, can we sue for this? Because it's pretty much like a DMCA and like copyright. Because like you're pretty much just copying the whole flow and everything. So a lot of people say like you made it because like now you have another company that wants to copy you. You know, that's I guess that's like the new thing. If somebody wants to copy what you're doing, you've 100% made it in the world of gaming, which I can agree with. Like, if imagine how flattering would it be if somebody tried to copy you, Mad?
I mean, that's happened.
Huh?
That's happened.
Somebody copied your whole flow?
There was a situation. They claimed to this day they didn't, and I regretted how I handled it because I was pretty pissed. And I called them out for it, and I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have just been quiet because they still claim to this day they didn't copy me. I don't believe it. But it was back in the hover days. You remember the hover days?
Hover?
Yeah,
Wow.
you remember the hover days.
I remember Hover. Jesus.
Yeah. So one of my trailers, I had a very unique idea on it, and somebody else came out with theirs that was very similar, unique idea. Used a very specific element of it that like that, a very specific element of it. So I was like, and we both got in the competition. I was like, It was like, so yeah, no, I've had it happen. And what's his face? Ludwig copied me.
Really? Look.
No, he didn't copy me, but
No.
he did do a Streamer Games after I did. I did the first original Streamer Games. It was really cool too. I had.
I know you were the first one.
It was first, so Ludwig copied me.
Oh my god,
claim to
that's
fame.
crazy.
I was the first Streamer Games. Mine was better.
If you
'Cause
say
mine wasn't
so.
some like IRL nonsense. Like I did actual streaming with games.
He didn't. He was just like there
His
talking.
was
My name's,
streamers, like popular streamers doing competitions in real life. That's boring. No, like just people having fun playing games. Like I had like, however many people you can have in a Discord group, like playing Mario Kart against each other or something, like that kind of stuff. It was fun. Did a whole tournament of different games, had different segments each day, had a different host with me for each segment, and we talked while they were gaming. And there were some that were like where they submitted clips earlier, and then we went through and we like celebrated everyone. Like there was a little bit, like I made up little spreadsheets for like how we would decide who won, but like it was more just for fun, just to celebrate everybody's joy of the game, and then some actual competitions. And it was gaming, like streaming should be. So
yeah, that sounds dope. Yeah, so yeah, you did it better. But yeah, I mean, I would like somebody to try to copy me, but it takes a lot to copy me.
There are people that have
Gotta shake
posters and controllers on the wall, and they all copied you. So
Yeah, and it was funny because the devs responded to the Roblox copy cliff after it surpasses like 1,603 players. Well, I'm sorry, 163 players, 163,000 players. I'm bad with numbers. They said, would you rather pirate our? I would rather you pirate our game than play this microtransaction ripoff. So like they just saying like, just pirate our game at this point. Like we rather this than you playing the game that's gonna have like microtransactions riddled throughout it. Like that's pirating is way better than that. So they rather people play their game no matter in any way, shape, or form rather than play like the cheap knockoff. So that's like a that's like a little.
They sound a bit prideful. I'm
something.
gonna be honest. And listen, I'm all for like protecting your ideas to some extent, but like they sound pretty prideful. All they did was make a climbing game. They can relax.
Shut up.
And they have popularity.
Have you ever played it?
In the world now, they're fine. Like,
have you played it though?
They're just
have you
being
played
greedy.
it?
That's just crazy. You don't need all that.
No. Have you played Peak?
Like
yes
if you can't protect your IP by just being better, then your IP isn't worth protecting.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they didn't think it would happen. Who can predict like somebody's gonna come out and like rip you off completely and copy a game?
Well, if you don't already, you should have first in advantage. If you're losing people to a crappier version of your game, well, then it's not a crappier version of your game, is it?
What? Wait, say that one more time.
If you are losing your audience to a crappier version of your game, then it's not a crappier version of your game.
I don't think they're losing their audience. I don't think they're losing their audience.
What are they even mad about?
Because there's somebody's copying them.
They're not
somebody's
losing
copying
anything.
them.
You know what I mean? Like it just sounds like prideful and greedy. Just sounds nonsensical. Like they probably have all the money in the world now, all the success. People love them. People love their game. What do they have to complain about? They're just making crap up to be whiny about.
No, I would be upset if somebody was if I made a game and somebody's.
If you have success, you have no reason to complain anymore. Just enjoy your success. It's so few and far between that something hits like that. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy the ride. Like who cares if somebody's copying you? Okay, are they taking your audience?
I care. You copying my flow.
It's prideful.
Oh my god.
It's
So if you tell me if you made a like game and somebody started made a
Mine's
cheap
better.
knockoff of your
Yeah,
game.
mine's better. And if it's not better,
But you
then
would want
I'm gonna
people to
make it
know,
better.
right?
If it's not better,
But
I'll
you
make
want
it
people
better.
but wouldn't you want people to know your game is better than this cheap knockoff?
Yeah, but it would be better. And if it's not better, I'll make it better. Why would competition's a good thing? It should make you. It
Yes.
should make you like quiver and then fucking do the work.
Yeah. And all they're saying is like just pirate the game instead of playing this crap. Just why go with the cheap version when you could go with the real version?
I think that speaks
Like-
for itself. I think by them saying it, they're just being prideful.
Really fatty, shitty, shatty. I think you just
It's like when
negative
when
Nancy.
somebody tries to cancel you and then you talk about it. They didn't need to talk about it. They would have seemed cooler if they said not a word. Just didn't acknowledge it.
But sometimes you
I
gotta
lose a lot
defend
of respect
yourself.
for that. You know what I mean? Like, just you don't need to say a word. You're already better than them. You're already winning.
If somebody try to cancel me, well, you're not gonna be like, wait,
No, I'm
that's
gonna
not
say
Della.
everybody be quiet. Nobody talk about it. Nobody around you should talk about it. You shouldn't talk about it. The best thing you can do if you are ever canceled is not say a word. I mean, look at Mr. Beast. He's fine. He's still going strong. He might have had a dip, but he's doing great. He never went on like public record talking about much.
Oh wait, when his friend?
He just let everything wash over, and he's doing great.
Yeah, but they
That's what
they
you
wasn't
should
trying.
do.
They were trying to cancel him because of his friend.
For a couple things. I mean, there was like a whole like that one kid made all those like YouTube long videos about him and had like all sorts of things coming up. So, and he just didn't say a word about it, and it went away. People are still talking about it, and I think his numbers dipped for a bit, but like,
But he's doing his own thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of people taking things from each other, there's not going to be any more standalone Hulu app anymore. The Hulu app is going to be done for. The standalone Hulu app is going to go bye-bye because Hulu, like Disney Plus, is just pretty much merging with Hulu. Oh, well, they say it's a merger. That's pretty much. I'm taking it.
So is
I
Hulu
own you
gonna
now.
get like the mature label on Disney Plus?
Are
they gonna put sexual content on Hulu?
Who knows? Who knows? Because if you go to Disney Plus,
but truly, how are they going to protect the kids from it? Disney Plus is a kids platform.
there's no, they have parental locks on Disney Plus. You can set the parental locks. And Disney Plus is not a kids platform. They have Deadpool 1, 2, and 3 on there.
I clearly don't have kids, so. But.
So what you say is a kids?
It's a kids platform. It has a bunch of kids shows. What adult just
Disney has adult
buys Disney Plus
shows
just
too.
for themselves?
Me. Why are you laughing? What's so funny?
Okay.
What's so funny? Explain yourself.
It's kid shows. I mean, don't get me wrong.
It's not
I like a little nostalgia. Go back to like some Sweet Life on Deck for a minute. You know, if I need something happy and silly. But like,
okay, so
but
you
I'm
don't.
not, I'm not out here like buying Disney Plus for myself.
I like nostalgia too, and I want to see some of the Marvel movies. The Marvel movies on Disney, along with classic Disney movies and shows and stuff. So why laugh?
Marvel movies are for children too.
Superhero. Wait. Superhero movies are for children. You literally watch Legends of Tomorrow, which are superheroes. That's a teen drama. Are you a teen? Are you a teen?
It's really good. It's for adults.
Are you a teen,
It's
Matt?
100% for adults.
Is it?
Yep.
Is it? So because it's DC, it's for adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't stand. You know your straw man argument is falling apart.
DC is so much more for adults.
So is Marvel. Have you even watched like some of the Marvel movies?
Yes, I hated them. They were boring.
Which ones?
The best ones were the Spider-Man ones, but they don't hold anything to like the Spider-Man originals.
Okay, so which Marvel movies have you watched besides Spider-Man?
Well, I watched the original like Iron Man stuff.
Okay.
That was pretty good, but the rest of it's pretty trash.
Oh, that's a bold statement.
Captain America, boring as crap. He's so lame. I hate him.
Okay.
Ant-Man, what a stupid premise. Out of all the superheroes you could ever choose, you're choosing the guy that can get tiny. What on earth? And then you've got like...
He could get big too.
And then it's just like, it's just so, like, the thing about Legends of Tomorrow and the few superhero things that I like The Boys or something, is like where there's something to grab onto in terms of like either realism or relatability. or like hilarity, like true parody, because part of the beauty of Legends of Tomorrow is there's a lot of parody in there. Like the writers are clearly having fun with it. And then you've got things like Batman that like most of the Batman stuff either goes into hilarity or like true film depth to some degree. So we're talking about like Marvel, which is just
no. Have you ever seen
popcorn? No real emotional depth.
No. Have
no
you
good dialogue? You know what I mean?
What do you mean? Have you ever seen Guardians of the Galaxy?
Name one.
Either of them.
Name one meaningful line from a single Marvel movie.
With great power comes great responsibility. Yeah. You said name one, right? Name one, right?
You just parodied yourself.
How did I just parody myself?
That's ridiculous.
You said name one.
You think that's like true serious dialogue? Come on.
Yes, with great power comes great responsibility.
Right.
Or Thanos' speech, run from it. Wait, dread it, fear it, run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. Come on.
It's like Kanye over here.
What's that?
It was like Kanye over here, like faster, better, stronger. Oh, okay, got it.
Shut
Got it. Yeah,
up.
that's so good. That's so good, dude. It's just awesome. It's like writing of our generation.
Dude, you're just. I think you're just a negative Nancy. You're just trying to. You watch DC stuff, and some of those DC shows are freaking
the only thing you bring
teen
it up,
dramas.
I've only watched Legends of Tomorrow, some
what
Batman
else?
movies, and what is the other one? The Harley Quinn show. And it's one
You
of the
watched the
only
Harley Quinn
animated
show.
shows that I like.
Oh my God, that's like.
But I only like funny animated. Like I only do some comedic animated. I'm not gonna do serious animated. We just went over that the other day.
Yeah, but still, it's just. I think you're just very. I don't know. You're very. That's all I gotta say.
I
You're
just
very
like good
meh.
stuff. I've been watching Breaking Amish.
Oh, what do you think of that show?
It's good. It's hilarious, like very hilarious, but also like relatable.
Yeah, those guys go out and just do all that stuff, and then they're like, you know what? Some of them go, you know what? I'd rather be Amish.
Yeah, it's just like
I'd
kind
rather
of
stay in
silly scripted reality TV, but it also has some depth
Yeah.
to it, and like you do see some of their first experiences. I mean, some of them it's not their first, but like where they go out and you see them like reacting to things in our world, and it's cool to see that kind of like outside perspective, and then see some stuff about their lives and like the just because some of it's real, right? Like where they are getting
Yeah.
separated from their families and all this stuff, and like trying to figure out who they are, and so not just hilarious, but it also has these serious moments where you're like, oh my gosh, and I don't know. There's something really cool about it to me. It's just this interesting, like culture capture within the U.S. that probably not many of us have seen. Yeah, so I like stuff like that where it's more of a like psychological study, you know, stuff that goes more into human psychology, and that's why I don't like some of these things we talk about because they just don't have any depth for me in terms of like trying to look at the human condition, if that makes sense.
I get it. So one thing that's also coming up, speaking of people owning things like with Hulu, Disney taking over Hulu and that stuff. Nintendo, the Nintendo Switch came out and the numbers were doing like they were numbering. They were selling out of things.
Really?
Right. They did so good with the sales of Nintendo Switch 2. You know what they said? We're gonna raise the prices of the original Switches and expect the Nintendo Switch 2 to go up also.
I'm actually
So
shocked. I thought it was going to do poorly.
No, it
That's
did
crazy.
good. It did good. So good that they're gonna raise the price of the original one, which makes no sense. So if you want a new Nintendo Switch,
I love Nintendo, but I hate them so much.
and they're gonna raise the price of their Nintendo Switch 2 units because they heard the feedback from the fans and they just know how dumb and smooth brained you people are. They're like, we're just gonna raise the price because you guys are too dumb to think for yourselves. You gotta have it. Consumerism. You guys love to be consumers, right?
Yeah.
So now on top of
the only
this-
way I'm getting it is for Animal Crossing eventually when they do the next one. But hopefully,
Dude,
I
on
can
top
find
of this-
one on sale somewhere.
The games you buy for the Switch 2, you don't even own because you're getting a key code for it to unlock it and play, right?
That's crazy.
Nintendo released a survey asking people. They just want to get like feedback to see like I like to see what people like more. Do they like digital or physical games? Because they were trying to listen to the people. They released a survey, right? The survey must have not went the way they expected, and they took it down.
I mean, that's
They
one
just
way
took
to
it down.
handle it.
Like,
That's one way to handle
how
it,
do you
to be
want
honest.
feedback? How do you want feedback from your community, from the customers, and then when you get it, you're like, this is not the feedback we wanted.
It's the feedback that not that they wanted, but they realized, okay, here's our truth, but like we also don't want it to be marketing. They don't want it out there for people to use. So they'll come up with some sort of like what was the answer, I guess, is the first question.
Well, so the survey asked like simple questions. The survey asked here's some of the questions. One of the questions is, in general, when it comes to games for Nintendo Switch system, do you prefer purchasing physical games or digital? And it was like, strongly prefer physical, somewhat prefer physical, neutral, somewhat prefer digital, strongly prefer digital. What do you think people pick the most?
Physical. Physical and digital. But they didn't choose
most people
digital.
most people picking the physical.
Yeah.
Then they had another question that said, for which of the following regions would you consider purchasing the physical version of the Nintendo Switch games? Please select up to 3 of the following list. There are certain Nintendo franchises that I tend to want to own physical versions of. I like collecting physical games. I am able to find copies of physical games at lower prices. I can sell physical games when I'm finished playing them. Physical games provide the strongest sense of ownership. I like to collect items, artwork, steelbooks, manuals, etc. And sometimes comes with physical versions. I find it easier to share physical games across Nintendo Switch devices in my household. So it made a lot of sense. But I guess,
Well, how did people answer that
Nintendo
you don't think they wanted to show?
They don't want they don't like those numbers.
But like, what were the numbers?
We guess we don't know because it's
Oh, well, I mean,
gone.
Either they want to be right about something, or they want to hide something so that they can make a product on it later, and they don't want people trying to guess. Or I'm sure there's like some sort of business money reason. But at the end of the day, like if you are very controlling of your information, you're probably going to do better strategically as a company. So like, for instance, like the people who are very right about things all the time, and you're like, wow, they're really good at predicting things. Most of those people predict like 50 things, and then they just remove all of the other things they predicted. And they're like, look, I'm so right. I'm so smart, And that's like
look what I did.
That's what they're doing, They're just controlling it in some way like that. Like, that's why one of the few things I've ever predicted I brag about, because I'm like, I actually predicted something. Like, if I say it, I mean it. I did some research on it, I'm not out here trying to like just say things all the time. And you see a lot of people doing that. And you see a lot of the most popular people doing that all the time, where they, just talk and talk and talk, and they have a million things they predict, and they're like, look how right I was. Yeah, you were, because you said every version of that, the potential of that happening. You know what I mean? Like, you said every possible scenario that could happen. So yeah, of course you were right. Like, it's like being able to choose everything on a multiple choice test. Like,
I guess like we don't have the numbers in front of us, but I'm guessing like the numbers weren't what they expected, and they were like, take this shit down. We don't no. These people don't know what they want.
No. I mean, they don't. The customer is often not right.
Yeah, I mean,
consumerism is selling people stuff that they don't need. So
that is true, and it's the fear of missing out with things and stuff. And it's just like, right now, what games do you really have right now? Nintendo Switch 2. They got the new Mario Kart and the Donkey Kong Bonanza game. I saw people talking about it like really quick, and then it went like it kind of like dies down very quickly with Nintendo stuff. And I stand by the strong point that Nintendo games, like the Switch games and stuff, are very family friendly oriented game and stuff. Like, you have friends come over and play like Mario Kart and stuff, and like you play 1, 2, 3 Switch, Just Dance and everything. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
I mean, it probably died off in our circles, because it's only those two and they were quick. But like, maybe around kids and stuff, they might be obsessed with Mario Kart or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Same with like
I don't know.
Fortnite. Like I don't see anything about Fortnite, but I know that there's like.
What do you mean you don't see anything about Fortnite?
I never see anything about Fortnite, but like,
dude,
somebody's playing Fortnite.
The Power Rangers are gonna be in Fortnite now.
I don't see anything about it, but it doesn't mean it's not popular. Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh well, I guess you live, but then again, you avoid the internet a lot. You avoid social media.
But
so
what I'm saying is, even though you're deep into the internet, you're not in every part of the gaming industry. Like, especially not like whatever the children are doing. You know what I mean? Like, that's a whole different part of the internet, and probably not even on the internet. It's just parents buying their children Switches, and then they play Mario Kart with their friends, and we don't know. It's just not on the internet. So somebody's playing it. It just might be like a totally different culture. You know what I mean? It's not like internet culture, which is probably very much for the best.
Well, I don't know. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. Do you think like Nintendo remove that server because they got the feedback they didn't like, they expected something that different, or they was just like, I
mean, do you think
whatever.
They shouldn't though? Because a lot of people said that about Ubisoft too, where they were trying to silence other opinions. Like, how much do you think that a company should try to control a narrative surrounding their art and their product?
I think they have a lot. I think it's a lot. That's a good question too.
Yeah,
that's a good question too. Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with two of your favorite unfiltered gamers who's just gonna tell it like it is, and see Mad annoy me more and more each time with her stupid silly jokes. The more I get
to know you, the more I can annoy you. It's perfect.
God, Jesus. Any closing statements, Mad?
Be smart. Don't let consumerism get you.
Marvel movies aren't for kids. That's my closing statement. Goodbye.
They're for consumers. Bye.